After an hour of mining, we're finally out here.
They're just sitting on the grass. They should be playing.
There's no one
You
to
want to
play
go another
with.
3 rounds with them?
There's slides, like right there.
Shayla,
We gotta let go. We got the other children.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us in... Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. Easiest bet I'll ever win.
You really think when I'm we appear to have a visitor?
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? Very well. This is a private organization dedicated to... It's inherently dangerous work, so if one of our own does... Speaking of which... I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of...
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Contra, you expect us to believe in fairy tales?
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager contract?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours? You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? Hmm? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head. I hope you're still glad you joined Constellation. Noel?
Absolutely, Sarah. I've never regretted the decision.
So, are you ready to get to work? So long.
That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us. Well, Constellation... Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right? It's a shame he isn't here to see. Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way... Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection. But Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I am at your service, Captain.
Artifacts work. Thus going after them means fuel, repair costs, the occasional payoff.
Now, Ms. Morgan, who knows how how you'd get by on your own.
Nonsense, Walter. Your sparkling personality is why we love you. Or is it just a bonus?
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full. Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Well, I suppose that station in orbit has more than paid for itself at this point. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line. Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett, not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need. Goodbye.
This is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on us, isn't there? We have to get this right. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think you matter too. You've done something really I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well,
preoccupied with Constellation's work, which renders me...
second one was on Kazal, buried. But the first one,
wife is
right
there
under
for
our
the sun.
noses for years, sitting in storage, master. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
All right. Whatever works for the two of you, I guess.
Second one was on Kazal, buried. But the first one, right? Can you imagine? I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could. Both you and Barrett saw something. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? It has to be, right? Oh, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just... Take care of yourself.
Ready to get out there? We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. That means people can pass them around. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Felt the same way when I started too. But it's not just that. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together. We'll need to head to Mast, check in with the Vanguard recruit, and listen. Whatever you were before, or whatever you do once you're out there, every member of Constellation... I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on. We're risk takers. Some of us have seen the inside of a jail. If you join us, it means you're committed to our mission. Good.
if you must know...
Well, still doesn't excuse my frustration. Not fair of me to do. So, welcome aboard. By the way, in addition to a place to... You can even... I'm a fan of self-rely. Until next time.
Are you doing okay? You matter too. I'm Mateo. Second one, but the first one, can you imagine? I'm not gonna... Both you and Barry, did it feel like... It has to be. We're gonna get to the... You're doing great out there.
Hey, ready to get out? We're going to be doing... That means people can pass... I've been letting my... Felt the same way when I started. But it's not just that. I'm going to be You mean besides the ship, the robot, and... We do have some funds we can disperse from time to time. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on... We'll need to head to Mast. Check and listen. Whatever you were before, every member of Constellation is there. Good. Let's...
I am at your service, Captain.
We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast. Time to go?